I'm back so soon, right? Okay. I decided I was going to start doing a series of beginners videos because I know everybody isn't advanced and I know everybody, doesn't really know how to apply, like 5 different eyeshadows. So I wanted to do something that was fairly easy and it can also double as a Easter look, okay? Colors are fairly simple. You can find them anywhere. The first was Valiant by L'Oreal Hip. I've had this pigment for a long time. It's a very pretty color, as you can see. The second one, I believe, I'm not one for peeling labels off of stuff. A lot of the times I depot something and I don't know what it is afterwards because I don't really pay attention. But I used this color right here. And I do believe that it's Golden Bronze by Milani or Golden Bronze by NYX. I use that in a lot of my toots. You'll see that because that's one of the best crease colors. It's just so pretty. The highlight was this color right here mixed with that color. I do believe that these three right there, yeah, those three, I think they were a trio from the Palladio palette. I had a couple of those, and you can find those in Sally's. And this color, I really don't know what that is, but it's a matte brown. And that's what I used on the outer eye. It's really simple. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now the first thing that I did was, let me get this out the way. I applied Urban Decay. And a lot of people ask me about that Too Faced Shadow Insurance, if it's good or not. I really couldn't tell you because I'm waiting till all of this is gone before I crack that open. I tried it out just to try the consistency of it, but I didn't go anywhere. So, I don't know how it lasts. I hear that it lasts fairly well. And I'm just going to put a little bit what's left on my finger under the bottom. Okay. My next step was I used L'Oreal Hip Paint in Secretive. Yeah. And this is just to give me just a better base, Urban Decay is great, and this is going to make it greater. So, and you can take that all the way up to your brow bone. Now you could, if you don't want to put a highlight color, you don't have to. If you put on a base like this, that's enough highlight for dark skin women. For lighter skin tones, you may not be able to see it as well. So it's up to you. Okay. So I took some of the Valiant and I poured a little bit in the top, like so. And I'm going to take my homemade mixing medium again. I'm just going to spray the brush once. And just dab the excess off on a towel. And dip it into my pigment. Tap it off. And we're going to basically paint. Gives it a great consistency. Now this is something that beginners can do as well because it gives you more control if you use it with the mixing medium. I have a little fallout, but hey, who cares? Fallout is a part of makeup. So as you can see, I'm putting it on and then patting it down like that, and you're going to take that just a little bit past your crease. Okay. That's what you have. This look is going to take all of 5 minutes to do. The eyelashes is the thing that takes the most. Okay. And then I'm going to dip it back into my Valiant again and take it to the bottom. All the way over. Now, if fallout does get on your nerves, you could simply just put some powder under there and it'll catch that and you can wipe it away. But just not a big deal to me. Now, we're not going to do any extreme edges. We're not going to slant it out or anything. We're going to just do basic makeup. Okay, so you got that applied on there. And if you're like me, you're clumsy, I drop everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that back where it belongs. My next step is taking that golden bronze color, and we're going to take that to the crease and just bring it down. When you put it in, just have it down and then fan it up like that. Just fan it up. And you're just sweeping it towards your brow bone. Up and out. That's the easy way to blend. And just a little more. And as you can see, those colors blend very well together. I hope you can see. Okay. And make sure that you get rid of that line of demarcation right there. Alrighty. So we've got that down. Now, my highlight color, I applied that with a cheap e.l.f. brush. It's actually a lip brush. Like this. I just took that color and applied it to my brow bone and make it more pigmented up towards the top. And then we're just going to blend it down. Because I don't want it looking garish like, you know. So just blend as much as you can. Okay, so you have a completely blended look. And then the last thing I did was I took that dark brown and just deepened the outer area up a little bit. And as you can see, you see the kind of strokes I'm using. You can do that or blend it in if you want. But like I said, I don't want any kind of line of demarcation, so we're just going to blend that brown in like that. Okay. And that's it for that look. Actually. Now, we're going to put an extremely thin line of eyeliner. This is L'Oreal Hip again. Let me dip my brush in there. And wipe it off on the sides. And I'll put the top back on it as soon as I'm finished with it. And we're going to draw a really thin line. And I kind of want my eyeliner to look like it's coming out of nowhere, so I'm not going to go all the way in the middle. I'm not going to wing anything out because this is a simple look. Like I said, you can wear it on Easter because the colors are really pretty. Okay. Now for my eyeliner, I didn't use black. I used blue. This is the NYC eyeliner. And it's not really bright. It gives you some color on your waterline, but not a whole lot. And that's why I'm using it. Okay. Yeah. Now, with working with pigments, I would just suggest doing your foundation last. Because, you know, you might have to wipe some of it off like I'm doing now. But hey, life goes on. Just pat that dry. And my next step is adding my eyelash. Just put some on the rim. My nails toe up, I know. I put polish on it and bite it right off. I don't know why I do that. But I'm you know, I learned how to do acrylic nails a while back. And I just stopped doing them. But I'm going to have to go back because these people around here don't know what they're doing. And I'm not going to keep giving them $3 every 3 days because my nail break. They don't put enough acrylic on. They're just horrible. They don't take care of your nail bed. They just drill it all to hell. So I'm going to start doing my own nails. And I'm going to show y'all a video on that too. Okay, now, while I'm waiting, yes, I blew on my eyelash. It's my eyeball. It's my spit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put on my lip gloss. Something really soft and pretty. And this is, I know you can't see because my camera sucks when it comes to focusing. What is this? Royal Romance. I think it goes really good with that bronze up there. Sally Hansen lip glosses are the bomb. Okay, so you put that on. Has it been 30 seconds? Probably not. Let's see. Position this right. Oh, y'all probably can't see. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna curl my eyelash because you can see that one curled up some and that one straight. Yes, I curl fake lashes. That's so much better. Now, at this moment, you could put on, I'm always looking for something. You could put on your mascara at the bottom, but I'm not going to be bothered with that. So, there's the finished eye. I hope you can see. And that's it. So, I hope that was a fairly decent beginner's eye. I didn't use a whole bunch of colors. I didn't do, you know, any kind of intricate blending or anything. Just made sure that it was blended out fairly well. So, I hope this was helpful. I'm going to take some pictures, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.